This is not a story of a hero, but of a man damned to live. A story of the monster that protects him, the father that haunts him, and the hell that awaits them both. This is the story of the Immortal Hulk. Bruce Banner, the brilliant broken scientist, was killed by a friend's hand. But death for him was not an end. It was a revolving door. He awoke whole again and made a terrifying discovery. Gamma-irradiated beings like the Hulk cannot truly die. When the sun sets and Bruce is threatened, a new terrifying persona emerges, the Devil Hulk. This is no mindless beast. He is cunning, ruthless, and possesses a chilling, protective rage. He is the Dark Father Bruce never had. A shadow soon falls upon him. Jackie McGee, an investigative reporter whose childhood home was destroyed by the Hulk, is driven by a twisted envy of his unchecked power. She hunts him, joined by Walter Langkowski, the Sasquatch, but their pursuit unlocks a deeper horror. Langkowski becomes possessed by the spirit of Brian Banner, Bruce's abusive father. The Devil Hulk stops the rampage, but in doing so, pulls his father's hateful ghost into the shared prison of Bruce's mind. The world's powers take notice. General Reginald Fortean, head of the covert shadow base, sees the Hulk not as a person, but as a weapon to be dissected. He sends the Avengers, who are brutally bested, forcing Iron Man to kill Bruce once more. Imprisoned and experimented upon in Shadow Base's darkest labs, the Devil Hulk waits. And then he resurrects. This cycle of death and rebirth is governed by the Green Door, a passage to a realm deeper than any hell, the Below Place. Here, Bruce learns the cosmic truth of his curse. The source of all gamma radiation is not a noble force. It is the one below all, a cosmic entity of pure, annihilating hatred that resides in the Below Place. It has taken the form of Brian Banner, and its plan is to use Bruce as a vessel to escape and destroy all of creation. The battle rages across both worlds. Bruce's loved ones are pulled into the nightmare. Betty Ross is murdered and resurrected as the fierce Red Harpy. His old friend Rick Jones is twisted into a new abomination. And through it all, Bruce's mind splinters. The savage childlike Hulk, the cunning Joe Fixit, and the strategic Green Scar, all are alters sharing a broken psyche. The Devil Hulk, initially a protector, begins to articulate a terrifying mission to punish a world that exploits and destroys, starting with the corrupt Roxxon Corporation. But a greater manipulator is at work. The leader, Hulk's old nemesis, has heard a distress call from a future where the one below all succeeded. Inspired, he seeks to harness that power for himself. He seizes control of the Below Place, slams the Green Door shut, and traps Bruce's alters within his own mind. In a final, devastating gambit, the leader takes Bruce to the Below Place to offer him to the one below all. The entity, however, sees a more willing vessel and possesses the leader instead. In this darkest hour, the fractured self must become whole. The Devil Hulk breaks free. Joe Fixit, fueled by cosmic energy, attains a new, devastating form. And Bruce Banner, at last, must face the core of his pain. He confronts the truth that his rage is a loop he has been running from his entire life. A loop of childhood abuse, accidental patricide, and endless guilt. The one below all is that rage made cosmic, the desire to reduce all existence to nothing. The final battle is not won by strength alone, but by integration. Bruce, with all his alters, must finally accept. He must accept the terrible thing he did, the monster he is, and the love he still deserves. In a climax of psychic and cosmic violence, the Hulk, the whole Hulk, rejects the nihilism of the one below all. The entity is defeated, the green door is closed, but immortality is a curse without end. Bruce Banner walks away forever changed. The monsters inside are not gone, but perhaps they are no longer at war. He has looked into the heart of hell and seen his own reflection, and in doing so, he has chosen to keep living. The Immortal Hulk is not a story about a hero saving the day. It is a horror story about a survivor making peace with the unkillable trauma within. It is about the hells we create, the fathers we survive, and the agonizing heroic choice to face oneself and, against all odds, to heal.
Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.